You will get nowhere in aviation if you can't communicate. Welcome back to Grant's Pilot Advice. Just like in our normal non-pilot lives, we must communicate completely and effectively when we are in the airplane. The difference is we must use specific verbiage and be more concise when talking to air traffic control. Controllers may be busy, and taking too much time on frequency can cause issues for others. In this video, I hope to give you some tips and tricks that you can use to improve your radio communications the next time you go flying. In aviation, we use the phonetic alphabet. This is a lot easier to understand on the radios and can reduce confusion. M and N sound very similar, but Mike and November are much easier to distinguish. Generally, our radio call consists of 4 key items. Who are you talking to? Who are you? Where are you? And what do you want? For example, Savannah Ground, Cessna November 9893 Juliet, at signature, ready to taxi with Alpha. Let's break that down a little bit. We're talking to Savannah Ground. We are Cessna November 9893 Juliet. We're at signature flight support. We have the current information at the airport and we're ready to taxi to the runway for departure. Thinking about our radio calls in this way will make sure that we don't miss anything, but we also don't give too much information. Remember, keep it simple and concise. At airports with a control tower and in controlled airspace, pilots are in constant communication with ATC. Here, it's critical to understand what the controllers are telling us and how we need to respond. Generally, if we're given instructions to turn to a heading, climb, descend, or navigate to a specific location, we need to respond. Controllers will give a lot of information to help pilots, but sometimes that information does not require a response. For example, we're on approach to the airport and tower controller may say, Cessna November 9893 Juliet, winds are 030 at 8. Traffic is holding short of your runway. Make right base, runway 1 cleared to land. That's a lot of information, but we've been given an approach instruction, a runway assignment, and a landing clearance which we must acknowledge. We will respond with, make right base, cleared to land, runway 1, Cessna November 9893 Juliet. When you respond to a message from air traffic control, make sure you include your call sign every single time. If you feel overwhelmed by a message from ATC, you can always ask them to repeat their message or to stand by. I remember the first time I entered controlled airspace, I had to ask the controller to repeat himself 4 times before I understood what he was saying. Remember that while ATC is trying to push airplanes, their number 1 priority is safety. So don't be afraid to ask for extra help if you need it. At airports with no control tower, pilots are responsible for making their own radio calls. This is broadcast on the Common Traffic Advisory Frequency, or CTAF. Pilots must communicate completely and effectively with each other. However, not everyone is as good at communicating as you will be, and you may need to be on the lookout for pilots not making proper radio calls or no radio calls at all. The basic parts of your radio call are the same as in controlled airspace or at an airport with a control tower. Here's an example of a radio call at an untowered airport. Warren County traffic, Cessna November 9893 Juliet, 10 miles to the south, entering on a left downwind runway 19, Warren County. We add the airport name again at the end as multiple airports can be on the same CTAF. This just reduces confusion for pilots at other airports. At an uncontrolled airport, I personally feel that more is more. I like to make radio calls often to keep other pilots aware of my location and intentions. And I just feel this makes the traffic pattern a better place for everyone. Whether you're at an airport with or without a control tower, proper communication is key. Knowing what to say on the radio and what to listen for will make the skies safer for all pilots. Slow down, think about what you need to say, and get it right. If you have any questions, leave them below. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future videos. And if you're new here, go check out some of my other videos. Leave a like on this video and share to spread awareness about proper communication on the radios. Thanks so much for watching. Fly safe and never stop learning. At airports with no control tower, water. The basic part of We add the name of the airport again at the end, as multiple airports can be on the same CTAF. This just reduces confusion for pilots at other airports. I don't know what I'm going to say next.